Hey there. I wanted to take a couple of minutes to show you something I came across regarding how you can possibly enhance the sound quality coming out of an electronic wind instrument. In this particular case, this is the Roland AE-20, and I found something that you may be interested in. The Roland AE-20, and it's similar to the Roland AE-30 and the Pro, and maybe other electronic wind instruments. They have a built-in speaker. And sometimes those built-in speakers are, not necessarily really great, right? They can serve some enhancements. So what I thought about was, well, how can you or me possibly enhance the sound coming from the instrument as opposed to just connecting it to an amp, right? Because by default, you're probably going to get this and play with the internal speakers with an amp, right? You can plug it for a gig or something, you're going to plug it into an external amp. And you have a wire going around and all that stuff. But what if you can have a portable speaker that you didn't need, for one thing, the wire is about, and something that kind of enhanced the sound naturally coming from the built-in speakers, but through a portable speaker that can travel around with you. You can play it at a park, a beach, or in your backyard, or even in your home, right? So this thing here, I bought it for my cell phone initially, right? It's just a portable speaker you plug in. I'll show you with the cable. You plug it in, via wire, and you can plug it into your cell phone and get, better quality sound for your music and listening from your cell phone. But I was so impressed with this particular model and this particular product and the sound quality that I said, hey, what if I plug this into my electronic wind instrument, in this case, the Roland AE-30, Roland AE-20. And I was really impressed with the sound that it generated as opposed to the built-in speakers. So with that being said, I wanted to show you, demonstrate to you the distinction between sound from the built-in speakers and just using a little portable speaker. Now, if you have an AE-20 or a 30 or Pro, you can say, hey, it doesn't look like that. What is that thing down here, right? Well, that's this thing, right? That's this portable speaker that I attached to it. Now, you may be concerned about, well, how did I attach it to it? No, I didn't drill any holes into it or anything like that. What I did was I attached a little piece of Velcro, double-sided Velcro, heavy-duty Velcro, between the speaker and the instrument itself. It's just a really tiny piece of Velcro, double-sided. So I stuck the instrument to the speaker, and I can show you. I'll pull it off. It's on there pretty tight so it doesn't fall off. But there's a little piece of Velcro right here, and there's a piece of Velcro on the bottom of the speaker, and I just basically press it onto there to make sure it's a tight connection. And now I have an external speaker on my electronic wind instrument. And I plug this wire into the Bluetooth, I'm sorry, not the Bluetooth, but the headphone jack that's here. And I was really impressed, like I said, with the sound quality over the built-in speakers. Now, there's a couple of ways you can attach this. I attached this on the front, as I showed you with the Velcro, and I plugged it into the Bluetooth. But let's say you don't like that idea. You might want to, I think it looks okay to me. I mean, I think it looks pretty cool, actually, to put it on the front there. Kind of gives a nice, appearance kind of thing. It's kind of cool, kind of space ages kind of thing. And it doesn't impact your ability to access the keys at all, right? You can still get to the side keys very easily. But let's say you just don't want it on the front of it. Well, there's also an option that I came up with that you can attach it to the back of the instrument. Now you can use the Velcro on the back too, but if you see, there's a little round disc I placed on it, which is one of these things. And I'll put this away for a second just to show you how this works. Uh, this is a little metal disc that I got off of Amazon, right? And it's actually originally designed for your cell phone mount. If you put it in your car, right? You put it on the dashboard or something like that. And it has a piece of tape on the back of it. So you peel off this white tape and you place it on your dashboard. Well, this works just as well on anything that you want to place it on, right? So it's a little piece of metal, and I placed it on the back of this instrument, and you can probably see it right there. Hopefully you can. And then with the speaker, this is an extra speaker I have, I put a little magnet on the bottom of it. That's that silver thing. I put a magnet on the bottom of it, and since this is metal, you can put the speaker on that metal plate. And you have the same functionality that you have with the Velcro on the front, that you can just place a magnet on the bottom of it and place it on the metal plate, and now you can attach it there via magnet. And actually, quite frankly, I think I like the magnet better, but for the purpose of this video, I thought I would just show you both methods, either through a Velcro connection or a magnet connection. And I think the magnet connection is where I'm gonna go, but this just shows you there's various other options. And again, like I said, I plugged this into the headphone jack, but as in most electronic wind instruments, there's also a 1/4-inch jack. So with this particular model of, let me take this off for a second. Most electronic wind instruments, if not all, have a 1/4-inch jack as well, so you can plug it into an amplifier when you're going to do a gig or something. So you can actually plug this speaker into the 1/4-inch jack, but you will need an adapter for it, right? So you would take this, I'll use the extra speaker. You take the speaker and you attach it to this adapter. And now you can plug this into your 1/4-inch jack. Okay, there you go. You plug it into the 1/4-inch jack. Now it's not going to be dangling. I'll just use this one so you can see it on the video, so it will look more appropriate. I'll use the real one. I'll unplug it from the headset and I'll plug it into the 1/4-inch jack adapter like this, and I plug it into the bottom here for the 1/4-inch connection. And you can plug it in and you can play it through the 1/4-inch connection. To me, I played through both of them and they sound pretty similar. But for me, I kind of like it coming through the headset. I think it has a little better sound quality for this particular purpose. If you're playing at a gig or something and then you have an amplifier, yeah, you probably want to go through through the 1/4-inch jack, I guess. But for playing, in a park or beach or a backyard or even around your home, I like the sound that it generates a little better coming through the headset jack. But your opinion may vary, as they say in the commercials. So I'm going to plug this back into the headset jack. And so you have a few options, right? So just to recap, you can attach it with the Velcro or the magnet on the back, or you can put the magnet on the front, right? Either way, any of those options work. Now, what's the benefit of this method of using a portable speaker versus the built-in speaker? Well, with this portable speaker, in my opinion, you have better sound quality than what's native to the built-in speakers. And there's another advantage too, that you don't have a lot of wires roaming around going through the amps, right? But you may need that for, professional performance. So I get that too. I'm a sax player too, and I play, in performances as well. But for playing in impromptu times, the park, the beach, maybe on a street corner, which I like to do, by the way. You can just have this with you and not have to worry about where am I going to plug in my amp to, right? So this is just another way you can play and produce some good quality tones and sounds without having an amp available. So with that being said, the proof is in the pudding, right? Well, what's the distinction between the built-in speaker and the portable speaker? Well, with the Roland AE-20, as you know, there's 600 hundreds of plus sounds that you can generate from these things. So I'm going to demonstrate a few of them, maybe about 100 or 200. No, I'm not going to do that. I'll do about 5 so you can get the distinction between the sound coming from the built-in speaker to the instrument versus the portable speaker that you can attach to it. So I'm going to use the adapter, the Airphone app, and I'll start with the baritone sax. And first I'll demonstrate what it sounds like with the built-in speaker. See, I unplugged it. So this is the built-in speaker. This is the baritone sax from the built-in speaker. I'll do one more. Now this is with the attached portable speaker. And again, this is with the built-in speaker. And this is with the portable speaker or attached speaker. I think you can tell the difference between the built-in speaker and just a simple attachable speaker. I'm going to try, let's do the violin. This will be, first it will be the built-in speaker, then the speaker that comes with the instrument. Now that was a built-in speaker. I'm going to try the attached speaker now with violin. I'm just playing some simple lines so you can see tone quality as opposed to my playing. So you just hear the distinction between the sound quality of the built-in speakers versus the attached portable speaker. Let's try a synth sound. This is called UFO. I'm going to try the built-in speaker. This is one of the space shade sounds they have out of this, but a synth sound. Okay, now I'll attach the portable speaker. I cheated a little bit. I gave more to the attached speaker, but here it is. Here is the built-in speaker again, the low register. And this is with the attached speaker. Let's try a bass. This is called the slap bass. Some people call it the Graham bass after Larry Graham, who I give credit to and everybody else does for originating the slap bass. But this is called the slap bass. I'll first play it through the built-in speakers. Now this is with the built-in speaker. That's with the built-in speaker. And this last sample I'll give you, this is something called the distorted split. Basically it's guitar sound, but it's kind of a rock and roll sound, but distorted split guitar. I'll play with the built-in speaker first. I'm trying to stay away from any copyright infringement, so well, there's an obvious one in there, that kind of thing. But this is with the built-in speaker. I'm sorry, this is with the attached speaker. So I think you can tell the difference between the built-in speaker and the attached speaker. Now, I want to assure you, I never changed the volume or any other adjustment on it. It's set at level 7 or 8 for the instrument, but it tells you, it can indicate to you the difference between using the built-in speaker and just attaching a portable speaker to it. So I think you can tell the difference, right? Now, something else I want to give you as a tip too, you may have been, people that actually play these things, you may have noticed, if you're looking at my fingers, I didn't have my fingers on the keypads themselves. And some people were probably scratching their head, why doesn't he have his fingers on the keypads? Well, as you may have seen in other YouTube videos, people do comment on the click, right, if you play these things. Well, just by accident one day, I think I was just kind of just playing around, and I had my fingers off the keys and the pads, but I slid my fingers in pretty much to the, you know where your finger bends at? Right at just above that part, right? I'm playing with this part here as opposed to the fingertip. I'm playing with this part right here, and I'm not tapping the keys like that. I'm kind of pressing the keys. And you can hear kind of the difference. Hope this is being picked up on the video, that this is with the fingertips, but if I slid my fingers in and I press as opposed to tap, the tapping goes away, right? That kind of annoying tap thing, and you can barely hear any audible clicking sound. And if you press, it goes away, all right? So this is just an extra tip for this video. You can practice that on your own, see if it works for you, but that's just an extra tip. The real purpose of this video was to demonstrate the distinction between using the built-in speakers and a portable speaker without having to plug into an amp. Now, you still may want to plug into an amp. Like I said, if you're doing a public performance or something, you may want to do that. But if you don't have an amp available or there's no electricity available, then you might have to resort to maybe option 2 or option 1 as far as using just a portable speaker that you can attach to the instrument that doesn't change the appearance of the horn. Like I said, I didn't drill any holes or anything into it. So I showed you the various ways you can attach a speaker to this thing. So I hope this has been helpful to you. Everything I've demonstrated to you this afternoon or during this video is available on Amazon. There's links for everything I've shown you, including the aerophone, including the speakers, including the little metal plate, and also the adapter that you will need. And even the stand, you know, there's a stand out there for aerophones, and I got this on Amazon as well. It's pretty solid. I kind of like it. So all these links, everything you see here is available through the links below. So if you shop on Amazon or anywhere you do your shopping, I hope this has been helpful to you. So keep playing.